Hello and welcome to Ferris Sports Update. I'm your host, Rob Bentley, and thanks for tuning in. On today's first show of the second semester, we'll update you on all the exciting action of Bulldog athletics, Ferris State hockey, along with men's and women's basketball, all at home this past weekend. We'll start with men's basketball and joined by senior forward Reece Hazelton. Reece, first of all, welcome to the show.
Yeah, glad to be here.
What's it been like? Obviously, you guys are off to a great start this year, 18-3 overall, and now right in the middle of a competitive GLIAC race. Yeah,
I mean, it's been a great year so far. Like you said, 18-3, and you know, we've had a couple losses recently, so those ones kind of sting. But it's the GLIAC. The GLIAC is a tough conference, and you know, we've got about 10 games I think here now left in the regular season, and hope that these next 10 games go well in our favor and head on to the postseason. So.
Obviously, last year you guys had an outstanding year, reached the Division II Elite Eight, but a lot of new faces, lost some seniors from a year ago, and a lot of new faces that have came in and really played some big roles for you guys.
Yeah, totally. We lost a lot. We lost 6 guys that scored a lot of points for us last year and played a lot of minutes. So just it took a little time. I mean, we're 18-3, so that helps, but it took a little time for those guys to get going in like the early fall before the season really started, and now they've started to come out of their shell. I mean, Jackson Whitaker, how great was he this weekend? So just guys like that stepping up and coming into these new roles that we've had has been great.
What's it been like for you? Obviously, last year battled through some injuries. To be back a little closer to 100% here at this time of the year.
Yeah, I mean, I did have a couple injuries, and I still kind of have a little nagging back injury, and just got to keep working through that, and then just kind of get back to how I was playing before that. I thought that I was having a pretty good year last year, and then that back injury happened, and just kind of took a fall for me personally that season, but the season ended up going great. And now this season I just wanted to get back to that, and feel like I've been doing that pretty good, and just want to continue doing that, try to be as consistent as I can.
So go to the highlights this past weekend. Nice to be back at home against 2 pretty good teams in Northern Michigan and Michigan Tech, both right there near the top of the standings as well.
Yeah, 2 great battles. I mean, Michigan Tech and Northern, 2 really good teams that probably could be nationally ranked, and you know, we got the best of Northern, and Tech got the best of us, and we'll see them again, and they'll be 2 another really good matchups.
Obviously here against Northern Michigan, this a rematch of the first round of the NCAA tournament a year ago, and they've got some new faces as well, but some guys that played in that matchup last year.
Yeah, right here, Dylan Cool, I played him pretty much my whole career, and we've guarded each other, so it's always a good battle when I get to play him. He's a really good player, and you know, Northern's a really good team. They're going through some injuries right now, and they still find ways to win a lot of games. So Northern's a really good team, and we executed and had a good game on that Thursday night, and I'm sure when we go play them again up at Northern, it'll be a great battle.
This was one of those games that was kind of back and forth here in the first half, and you guys made a late run here to take the halftime lead. What was kind of the message, I guess, in the locker room at halftime?
Just got to keep doing what we're doing. We kind of let up quite a few offensive rebounds in this game, if I remember right, and that was kind of the big thing going into the second half. We needed to rebound well. And but otherwise, just stick to the game plan, and we just got to continue to do what we were doing in that first half.
Obviously, on the front line, you get to play alongside Nate Clairbout. Maybe talk about the improvement he's shown coming in, being a major contributor this year.
Yeah, huge for us. I mean, he hadn't really played a whole lot in his career before this season. Now he's come in to fill a huge role in losing Veas and Deshaun last year at the 5 position, and he's really helped us out a lot, and just need him to continue to play the way he's been playing. I mean, he's tall and impacts offense and defense. So shot blocking, offensive rebounding, getting the ball in the post, it's been really great to see him improve and his game develop into what we all know it can be.
Obviously, you guys made some big plays down the stretch. Basket right there for you, but able to make enough plays down the stretch here to kind of close this one out against Northern Michigan.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a battle where it was probably going to come down to the last couple minutes where we needed to make some plays, and you know, it just had to execute and make the shots. Really, that's all it comes down to, and the ball fell in our favor in that game. So it was a good win, and hopefully we can get them again next time we play them.
85-79 the final score on the Thursday night matchup, but you don't have a whole lot of time really to celebrate after a Thursday night win. Got another tough game with Michigan Tech coming to town on Saturday.
Yeah, super tough game. I mean, you want to be able to celebrate a big win like that over a good team like Northern Michigan, and really we couldn't because we knew we had another big game on Saturday. And Michigan Tech, they've got one of the best players in the nation in Marcus Tomacek, and he played well on Saturday, that's for sure.
Obviously, he had 45 points. It was tough to contend with, but you guys were able to find some scoring as well and really kept pace, a high-scoring game here on Saturday.
Yeah, it was. When you're going against a guy like that, it's tough because once he gets going, and he really got going on Saturday. And, I thought we played super hard. I thought that was not really the problem and what happened with the loss. We just kind of didn't execute and kind of play smart in that sense. And that they got the better of us. And, we play them, I think, in 3 weeks or so. And we just want to go out there, and we know it's going to be another really good, tough game. So hopefully we can find a win. But
obviously in the first half, they got out to a lead, but Jackson Whitaker, you mentioned him earlier, really came in and had a big spark off the bench.
Yeah, huge for us. He was big all weekend. Really good shooter, and when he plays well, he gives us a huge energy off the bench. And for him to do that, I'm just glad seeing him. He's a freshman. I mean, not many freshmen typically play here in this program like that, and for him to step up was really big for us.
Obviously, here in this basketball game, close game at halftime, you guys had the lead, but Michigan Tech, a great basketball team as well, and they came back and really made some big plays in the second half.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we knew it was going to come down to the end, just like Northern. And on Thursday we made some of those plays, and we ended up with the win. And Saturday, Michigan Tech made a couple more plays, and that's those small little plays at any given point in the moment can really impact the game, and it went in Michigan Tech's favor.
Obviously, this game will end up going to overtime. Marcus Tomaszek, as you mentioned, 45 points. What was it like playing against Michigan Tech, knowing that your brother plays for them as well?
Yeah, that was really cool. It was kind of the first time that my brother had got in some real meaningful minutes, and we had a bunch of people up from home that were there watching, and I kind of glanced into the stands and I kind of chuckled just because it was a really cool experience for me. And he's going to let me know that they got the better of us this time, but hopefully when we get up there, we can get the better of them. So
obviously a close game that went to overtime. Now you guys kind of put that one behind you quickly, and you move on, and another tough challenge coming up on Thursday night at Lake Superior.
Yeah, huge game. We've had these last 3 games are 3 huge conference games for us, and they all mean a lot, but we know that these ones are big. And we're just have to go in, and we'll have to make some changes after a loss versus Michigan Tech and figure out what we need to do better to find a win. And hopefully we can head up to Lake State and find a win here on Thursday.
Obviously, Lake State, a lot of guys coming back from last year's team that played you guys in the regional final. What's it like playing in these big games, knowing that there's so much kind of riding on these games?
They're big games, but they're fun games because the crowds are usually there and loud, and we know they mean a lot, and we always battle with these guys. They've got the better of us a lot. We've beat them a couple times here and there, and they're just fun. I really enjoy them, and I look forward to them. I feel like it brings the best out of a lot of us. So,
obviously, we mentioned you guys have some new faces, but some guys that have been in the program, Ethan Erickson, obviously Jimmy Scholler, Dang Ranga. What's it like playing alongside those guys here for so long?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, we build these long relationships over the last 4 to 5 years, and we just understand each other. We understand what we're going to do on the floor, how we're going to respond to things, and we just want to be there for each other. And it's the last season for those group of guys this year, and we just want to make it a special one.
Well, Reece, thanks for the time. Congrats on the 18-3 start, and best of luck, Lake Superior on Thursday on the road, and then back at home Monday night against Roosevelt.
Yep, thanks. Yeah.
We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update right after this.